I think what most interested me about brewing this homebrew recipe on scale at a professional brewery is how we're going to basically scale it up. And you know, luckily guys like Greg and Brian here, they really know how their system works. They know historically how hop utilizations work in their system and amount of grain they can use to hit certain gravities, and also how specific companies that make the malts they're more familiar with, and how to get that same type of flavor from their types of malts. So really, we brought the recipe that I initially made and actually made in the homebrew scale, and then worked with Greg, and he really took a look at it and said, well, I think we should use this malt, and I think we'll get great results with this other type of malt, and in these combinations to get the gravity we want, the flavor we want, to really best represent that original beer. Yeah, I think there was a lot of hop flavor. I mean, the bitterness wasn't overboard, but it was just kind of a cleaner bitterness, cleaner flavor.
Okay, so let's break them up here.
A homebrewing system is essentially a very creative way of adapting items that are not necessarily designed to make beer. A production brewery that's been designed by an engineer, chemical or mechanical engineer, has much better efficiencies, has different heat sources that deliver more BTUs with less insulation than at home. And we combine not only the mathematics about how to upsize a brewing recipe, it's also the knowledge of how our system works and the efficiencies that we have here in order to get that target flavor profile. We decided to co-sponsor a homebrew competition with the office because the office Beer Bar and Grill has always been a very good promoter of craft beers. They're one of our customers, they're local, and we have a soft spot in our heart for home brewers because I started out as a home brewer. Our head brewer, Brian Baxter, started out as a home brewer. Our assistant, John, here as well. So home brewing kind of runs through the core of who we are.
Matt won our second contest. We had hosted one in the spring and summer. And it started from small grassroots level. We had good attendance for the first time through. This time we doubled our entries through the various restaurants.
I entered the contest one night when I was at the office with my girlfriend, and we happened to walk in, and she actually saw the sign, and my girlfriend Celine said, oh, they're having a homebrewing contest, you should enter. And it was only about 3 or 4 days from when we went in there. And luckily I already had this beer on tap because the party that I had made it for initially was canceled. And so I'd been drinking this beer for about a month and was really happy with it. It turned out to actually be a really great beer. And so when we saw the sign at the office in Morristown for the competition, I showed up the next Tuesday with actually 2 of my entries, a Blonde Ale, which I also had on tap, and the Morristown Pale Ale.
Matt Lamm's beer won out of the 7 finalists. His Pale Ale was just a great example of the style, and it's been fun to be able to brew it here at our brewery. So it's the first time for him brewing 500 gallons of beer, and first time for us really ramping up a local home brewer's recipe with his help and trying to get it on a commercial level.